World decoration is a great way to make the worlds look good and give them your own personality. I've already built all the things I want to add to the world in creative, and I've also gotten all the resources ready. And welcome to my Minecraft guide, where we're setting up for our world tour. The first thing we're going to go ahead and build is a hot spring pond. And the first thing you want to do if you're ever building a pond or a lake, go ahead, shape it out. And once you have the shape figured out, you want to go to below the surface and place down campfires if you want smoke to come out of your lake. And as far as using blocks for these, I recommend using the stone colored blocks, moss, and clay. When you fill this in, just go ahead, place the blocks randomly, making sure you keep to the shape that you have. Once you have the shape and the blocks placed, you then take water buckets or buckets of fish and axolotls and place them in a diagonal fashion, which will make most of the blocks source blocks, and the ones that aren't, just fill in. On the second layer, go ahead and just fill in all the blocks on the edges. And by filling in all the edges, that'll turn into source blocks. And then you just repeat the same process along the top as well. And by spawning in axolotls and the tropical fish, which one of them died, you just add some more life to the pond. Of course, I completely forgot tropical fish get eaten by axolotls. Whoops. And then to add on to the looks of the world, you can go ahead and use the small drip leaf, regular drip leaf, lily pads look good as well. And once you place down drip leaf, go ahead and bone meal the ground. Another decoration block you can put in here is kelp. And after adding some more sugar cane, you get a very beautiful pond lake thing. And the final thing I'm doing by the pond is planting some cherry grove trees as well as some flowering azalea trees. And after bone mealing the area for a bit and adding some rose bushes, we now got a very beautiful pond with 2 axolotls. And having aesthetically pleasing paths are very important, so using coarse dirt, moss, and path blocks, I'm going to make a new path. Along the sides of the path, I'm going to place down dark oak fence every so often. And since this is kind of in the way, let's move these sheep to a new place. With dark oak fence on both sides, I'm now going to place down roses randomly throughout the path here. Another thing I'm doing is along the fence, I'm also placing cherry saplings. To light up this area, I'm placing lanterns on top of the dark oak fences. And for extra detail, we're placing down pink petals on the blocks. With the pink petals placed, I'm now going to go through and bone meal the empty spots. And I'm going to get rid of like all the dandelions and cornflowers because they just do not match with the colors I have going on here. And this path itself is done. The biggest thing though is there's a very big empty space here, so let's go ahead and put down some more cherry grove saplings. And with that filled in with the same details I did for the path, we're good to go. The next thing I'm doing is a retaining wall along this section here. And matching the height of the ground, I just placed deep slate bricks along this entire section. And what I'm doing now is placing down where I'm going to have the cherry grove pillars. And for the height of the pillars, I want them 3 blocks tall when I am standing next to them. Along this side, I'm placing cherry stairs upside down on the top block. And on this side, I'm just placing down cherry slabs. The next thing I'm doing is placing down polished tough wall along the outsides. And on top of the cherry logs, I'm placing down shroom light. Looking at this further, I think it will look better if it's 2 blocks tall on the logs and then the shroom light. And for final touches around the shroom lights, I put dark oak trapdoors and I put a cherry log in the center. In the front here, I'm just lining the bottom of the wall with tiled deep slate. For final detailing on the front here, I took pale oak fence along with azalea leaves and just ran them across, going from fence to leaves, fence to leaves, fence to leaves, so on and so forth along this entire thing. For the next thing we're going to do is a bamboo zen garden. For a very basic design, I make an outline with bamboo stairs, line that with bamboo slabs, and then put sand in the middle. In all 4 corners, put mosaic bamboo. I go up 2 with bamboo fence on the mosaic and place another mosaic and line that with more fence. And we'll also go ahead and waterlog these stairs. Now we just go ahead and place down bamboo randomly on the sand however you'd want it. And if you want to keep the bamboo at a certain height, at the top when it's at the height you want, just place down string. And after planting that bamboo, I'm just going to line this outside with slabs. I'm using bamboo trapdoors as a small little bridge over the water to enter the farm itself. And for lighting, you can always hang lanterns from the bamboo fence. Another variation of this would be doing stairs along the side and in the middle, and this works for sugarcane too. I'm also going to fill in the ground with some sand bits so that way the zen gardens don't stand out too much as a jarring grass to sand kind of thing. I also went ahead, placed down coarse dirt and rooted dirt along here, give us some more variation, built benches with trapdoors and slabs, then bone meal every single piece of grass block in this area to have tall grass. And since this is a Japanese area, I'm also going to build 2 Japanese gates. For both gates, we're using polished deep slate and going up 4. Place a wall on top of those pillars and place chiseled deep slate there. On top of the walls, place another thing of polished deep slate. Connect both the polished and the chiseled deep slate with polished deep slate slabs. On both the polished and the chiseled, you want to go out one with a slab, up, out, and up again. You should have a shape like this. For an extra level of detail, you can go a slab above all the other slabs. Create a basic outline, making this look a little more 3D, and it just makes it look that much better. And if you wanted to, you could hang some lanterns from the gate, leaving you with something that looks like this. And to make the base a little more founded, you can always put down some walls on the sides. Here's another example of that gate, just a little bit bigger. And for the section before the gate, I detailed it the same as our path from earlier. And for details up here, I'm thinking we'll just give it that you just started a world and you're getting ready kind of vibe. Just do bone meal, put some trees down. Yeah, there we go. I think this is good. It's very naturey. It's like you just now started your world and you just planted trees and bone meal the ground, because that's exactly what I did. As we move back through the world, it gets more detailed. I think this is perfect. And we'll detail back here as we build the buildings I have planned. With that said, that'll do it for today. Check out the episode on the screen. See you in the world tour next episode, and have a nice day.